Let me know let me know when you start.
On screen.
Let me know when you start that process.
What are y'all doing?
You know what?
We live.
Right. Exactly. And that's what I'm talking about.
Oh man, look. Let's officially start over. Let's Operation Reboot. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Live and direct. We are here giving the people what they want on a Friday night, 9 p.m. This is Mask Off, coming to you live and direct for episode 46, Operation Reboot. This is Big Tone. I'm here with the fellas, man. We're going to do a little different, man. I'm going to go with my young boy first. How you doing, young?
Real reboot.
What do you do? Real reboot. I love it. What's good, y'all? I'm feeling good. You know, it's Friday. I'm ready to say pick up my boy. Nah. But I'm feeling good, though. Today, this was the first week of me getting into my fitness goals, really. You know, the body that I'm imagining in my head, I'm making it into life. So this is week 1 of that. So I've been consistent, been pushing it through, and I'm feeling good.
Super dope, super dope, super dope. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to go to my man with the plan, always down for the bullshit, lending a helping hand. Right up under me. Big Jake, what's the deal?
What up, though, everybody? Feeling good, feeling great. Had a good week, and we got to have a good show. Let's get it.
That is wonderful,
sir.
man. I like that. Last but not least, let's go to El Presidente, Dan.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? Hope y'all can hear me. Mask Off, episode 46, Reboot. I am having to deal with a reboot right now. So stick with me. Let's get the show popping, though. Show must go on.
Must.
And like I said at the top of the show, this is Big Tone. And how my week was cool. Is, you know, my schedule has changed from working days to afternoons to days to now I'm working midnight. So I'm on a whole nother type of time now. So it's been that way for some kind of for like a month and a half now, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Month and a half.
Different type of time.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure it out, kind of keep it doing what it's doing. But I had a good week, and everything is great. We're gonna keep it moving, and we're gonna get it started. You can pan out. Thank you. And one way we get it started, man, we get popped with the young boy with Motivational Minute.
Y'all know I'm going through stuff right now.
I couldn't even introduce him. But anyway, go ahead, young boy.
What's good, y'all? For today's Motivational Minute, we're going to talk about rewiring your brain, retraining your brain. So the things that we do and the way that we are currently is the stuff that we believe in right now. The way we are and what we do is a result of what we know and what we believe in right now. So you can learn new things to get new things. You have to keep in mind where you want to go. You have to put that work in to get where you want to go in your head, not what you feel like doing. Because in order to change that you need to make, you have to change the way you think, change the way you act, change the way you are, so you can change where you want to be. And that's your Motivational Minute.
That is positive words, man. Positive words. Changing what you're doing to get different results, man. Reboot. We doing that. Mm-hmm. Episode 46, man. And you have to understand life is all about growth and change.
Yep.
So if you're not doing growth and change, man, you're not learning. You know what I mean? Growing. You're not growing and you're not learning.
Mm-hmm.
And, we're going to keep it moving, man. We're not going to make this difficult for Dan. You got something to say, Jake?
I want to say, as usual, Malachi's dropping Infinite Jewels.
Oh, I am sorry. I apologize.
So, Infinite Jewels, Malachi dropped them. You can stand back out.
Man, y'all know I'm going through stuff right now, man. Come on.
Jake, once again, Malachi is dropping what?
Infinite Jewels.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
I'm sorry. It's good. It's just funny, man. You good, man. You good.
You good. We're going to try to make it the best for you, my brother. With that being said, if it's going to be some shit to talk,
I'm going through it right now, man.
It ain't going to be doing that's going to be talking this shit. It's going to be one person that's going to talk to shit. And I'm going to spend it to him so he can get shit talking. Talk your shit, Jake. Let's go.
What up, though, everybody? This week, I want to talk some shit about a certain type of people, the people that that try to like pressure you and influence you to feel bad about how you live your life and decisions you make. Like all through our lives, you know, like people, we're gonna deal with peer pressure. We're gonna deal with those people that always got something to say about how we living. You know what I'm saying? We deal with that as kids, teenagers, you know what I'm saying, as young adults, as in the workplace, everywhere, you know, from family, friends, and everything. And you know what I'm saying? Like people always gonna try to make you feel bad for doing good or make you feel bad for doing what's right for you. And the main thing I have to say about those people is motherfuck those people, because they ain't shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like people like the one thing that we always do as humans, that we tend to lose ourselves in other people's bullshit. And we gotta stop doing that. You're saying you gotta, like, you can't feel bad for doing right. You can't feel bad for wanting to better yourself. And it could be about different things. And like it could be about like religion. Like sometimes like people will judge you for not choosing the same religion. Like people will make you feel bad for not choosing the same religion as them or other people, like not choosing Christianity or being a Catholic or whatever. And you rather just like choose like Buddhism or Islam or whatever. And you gotta choose, you know what I'm saying? You gotta choose a religion that's good for yourself, that's gonna make you a better person, not what everyone else is doing. Or I remember growing up, like people used to like make me feel bad for like being like respectful or responsible when it comes to like doing what my parents want me to do, and they actually try to make me feel like a lame or a square or like shit like that. And that stuff like that really like influence, stuff like that has like negative influences on you. And a lot of times people like they make you feel bad for that, because a lot of times they're like they're ignorant or selfish or you know what I'm saying, or they can't see the other perspective. They're so like selfish and narrow-minded, they really can't see it, and they just understand. People are usually just acting on their insecurities, and you can't do that. You gotta live your life for yourself. Fuck all those other people. They ain't shit. That's it. What y'all think? I can't hear you.
Malachi?
Yeah.
We can't hear you, so I'm gonna go ahead and say what I need to say. At the end of the day, man, that's called individuality, man. You know what I mean? Being an individual speaks volumes to leadership. You know what I mean? In order to be a leader, you gotta be your own individual. And I have to say, man, most people that walk by themselves sometimes see the bigger picture. Throughout my life, I always have struggled with not being with a crowd because, you know, I don't know if that contributes to me being the only boy, and I've had to learn to adjust, knowing who I am and knowing who I'm capable of being, because I rely on myself. You know, a lot of men, a lot of women don't do that. They need that influence. They need that someone to tell them what to do, or be part of a group to follow. You know what I'm saying? And in most cases, you don't become leaders that way when you steady following behind somebody, man. So when you say how a lot of people try to make you do things, and I speak about individuality, like even with, it's a lot of people that I knew that was supporting Donald Trump. And my take on that was, hey, look, I don't agree with what you're doing. I find the man hilarious, but his viewpoints are different than mine. You know what I mean? So, but a lot of people in America are completely uptight because of what he symbolized. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. People will have you doing strange things that you ain't never done before because they want you to go with social norms and social cues.
Mm-hmm.
Be an individual. Thank you, Jake.
Yo.
Yeah, good stuff, y'all. Good stuff.
Malachi, you have something to say? I'm not gonna keep doing that. All right. Well, okay. Let's talk.
Yeah, let's do it. So I like this, Jake. I like this. I like that. You have to and that we get this at a young age, with peer pressure, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just from the very jump we get this, it's like, you want to do that, good stuff and bad stuff. It's amazing how you got to just be comfortable in your own skin to go with your flow. And even when your flow is questioned, stick with it. You know what I'm saying? You felt like doing that, stick with it. Now, if somebody trying to steer you in the right direction, it's okay to take inspiration and get, rerouted and use game from different places, but you got to stick with your own flow.
Mm-hmm.
So, well said, Jake.
And like as far as like other things, like I was saying, like people make you feel bad for doing good things or the right thing or whatever. It's like a lot of times, like people don't even realize that their way of thinking and their way of like living is like kind of wrong, and they don't realize that. And it's been a social norm so long. Like there's a lot of social norms that are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
That we don't realize are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And it took like, you know what I'm saying? Just like people thought like for the longest time, people thought racism, homophobia, and misogyny was just, it's just normal, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. like this shit is terrible. And like, I look back on some things that like I might have said or viewpoints I've said, and I'm like, damn, man, I'm glad I don't think that way no more, because that's fucking terrible. Mm-hmm. So like that's like, so yeah, man, like you can't like you gotta stick to your guns and like what you know is good and what's right for you and right for others. Like as long as what you doing ain't hurting other people, you shouldn't let other people make you feel terrible, feel bad. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, man, you gotta watch out for what folks. I mean, watch the people you're around too, because it's you. Let's just say, like the five folks say, you're around all things one way. You're gonna think that that's completely fine. So yeah. Then like you won't break out of that mindset while you're there, but like once you do leave, you'll start to see like, oh shit, that's not how like the rest of the world thinks.
Right.
So yeah, man, that's a good way of just trying to like make sure that you watch the folks you keep.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well said.
Powerful words, gentlemen. And I don't know how my voice got so deep that fast, but anyway,
it's been one of those days, so reboots.
Hey man,
right. Yeah, right.
Voice reboots.
Hey man, we in the building, we rocking, we powering through it, whatever, man. Let's go.
Yeah, so what we gonna do, man? We gonna power on, and we gonna go to these comments right quick so we can get to the rest of this program. Yes, what's going on in these comments?
Yeah, we got in the Mask Off YouTube, we got good evening from DJ Touch.
DJ Touch is in the motherfucker. Little shout out to DJ Touch.
She said Mask Off Dan is reassembling Malcolm Jamal Warner today.
Oh,
I'm already having a bad day, DJ Touch. Come on.
I can see it.
I can see it too, though.
All right, let's. All right.
And we got in the Planet at YouTube, we have Patty Rooney. What's up, Patty?
What's up, Patty?
She said, "Wow, Jake, yes." So yeah, she talking about your point that you made. Shout out to Patty rocking with us. We got Graham Leslie. He said, "So if Malachi is charging $2 for autograph now, how much for the whole? How much for the whole Tonettes?"
Watch it, Graham. We're not letting that rock either.
You know, I'm getting the big head with that one. I get the big head.
We can't let the Tonettes rock, Graham. I'm sorry, man. But it'd be $250 with all four of us. No, just swear. But yeah, that's what we got right now.
That's all we got right now. That's what's up, man. I guess we're gonna head over to this group discussion, man. Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Let's reboot it. Let's reboot it. Let's keep it moving. We're gonna go to the group discussion. Group discussion. Group discussion. Group discussion. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that energy on that one.
Yes. Yeah.
I felt it.
Yes. I mean, I'm just out here trying to get the people what they want. Shout out to you feeling that. This week's group discussion we'll be talking about the Matrix, man. The Matrix. Is it real? Is it really real? And what I want to do, I want to spin it to the young boy because he brought this to the table. And at first I was like, Matrix. None of us is Keanu Reeves. What are you talking about? And then we had a conversation that made me start thinking more and more about how this applies to Operation Reboot. So I'm gonna spin it to the young boy. Give us some more insight about this.
Yeah, so I came across this clip, and it was describing how everyone that has seen the movie The Matrix, it was describing how that's a real thing. You know, it's they said it's not a movie, it's a documentary, and they're basically saying that the way that you will be as an adult is very important within those first 7 years of your life. That whatever you think, whatever you know at that point, that's what's programming you for the rest of your life. So you have, like when a child is born, they have this first 7 years that they're learning, growing, doing all these things. And it's in that time that we're trained to be, what we are conditioned to be, as society has made us to be. Not really, a lot of people don't really think for themselves, the group mentality, a lot of these ideologies that society controls us with, like how to use our time and stuff like that, comes within that first 7 years of learning, because you first start daycare, you first start first grade, all that little stuff. So once you get into a mode of that, you locked in. So it's basically saying that you have to train a child in the way that you want them to be within that first 7 years. And so I thought it was very interesting because a lot of times we're programmed and we do things automatically that can be to our detriment in the slightest way. And so these little things that we're programmed to do, that we do instinctively, even though they may not be benefiting us, is how we were trained to think and to be. So I thought it was interesting that that we do have that power, and there's a curriculum, there's a society there's a mold that's just given to everybody when they come into the world, and that's what everybody follows.
Wow, that's kind of powerful, man. It made me really start thinking about, as a parent, as a father, I'm someone's son, and how was I taught when it comes to certain things, and if I'm giving the same energy to my kids that my parent gave me, and
Right.
I have to say yes, you know what I mean. And I'm gonna give you a prime example on, I grew up in an environment where if you did wrong, you got reared. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like you got a spanking, and really, I didn't really understand the concept of it as a kid. Like, okay, I did something wrong, but now I'm being punished by. One of the most psychological things about rearing a child is going outside and picking your poison, so to speak. I had to pick the switch, get a switch, and I'm like, damn, I used to always think as a kid, damn, I'm going out here and I'm taking the best ass whooping I can get for myself. Something's wrong with this. But you get trained. Like, this is what you're supposed to do. Your mom said go get a switch, I'm going to get a switch. Despite the fact that it's to my detriment.
Right.
So the whole time I'm picking the switch, I'm thinking about, God damn, she about to whip my ass. Did I got enough clothes on? Do I figure out that new technique to duck and maneuver? You know what I'm saying? But on a serious level, I fast forward to becoming a parent, and I took some of those attributes on when it came to raising my kids. And then I started having a different perception on what I'm doing. And one of the ways that perception happened, I'm gonna tell you two examples. One example is with, you know, my lady. My lady said, "Yo, you doing this and you doing that, and then does it really change for him? Does it really change for her? It's not changing a mindset. So you, in your backward way of thinking, is really not touching that individual because you do that and then they go back to doing whatever they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to think outside the box. And secondly, what I start noticing when I say little words and catchphrases, and the response to what I'm saying was different, almost like a fear response. So I said, this is not who I want to be, and this is not who I am as a parent. So I had to figure out, how do I rebrandage the package? How do I reboot? You know what I'm saying? How do I get out of the matrix of continuing something that has been taught to me to do? You know?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well
That's
said.
good. That's proactive thinking. OG, I like that.
Yeah, that's great because one of the hardest things to do is to change it. But the next hardest thing is to like see it, right? Yeah, you don't really think about like what your traits are. Like we were just saying inside Jake's piece, like when you live like that, or like when you live a way, and like when you have like certain traits or certain habits or like certain just like thoughts and stuff, and that's just how you've been, you start to think that you can't change. So like you might have like a fear, I don't know, fear of snakes. And like you don't really know that like you could probably get rid of that fear. And yeah, and it's most people just start to think about, yeah, that is who I am, and I really can't change that portion of me, despite the fact that I do want to. Like there are a lot of habits that kind of like roadblock like what you want to do in life, and yeah, and people, and you just kind of get just stuck inside this loop of, oh man, I want this, but I know that I know that I can't get that because I can't get it because this is me and I'm a fuck up. So it's having to like break that is a harder thing, but I think you can do it.
I agree. Well said, Dan.
I want to touch on something. How do we program ourselves to do these whether it's negative or positive things, gentlemen? Jake, any thoughts on that? How do we program ourselves to do these things?
Like reprogram?
Reprogram, you mean?
No, like how
do we? Yeah. Go ahead, Dan.
No, like how do we? There are habits and stuff that we program into ourselves, not as a kid, because those are kind of like what you get. But it's like down, like just based on like what's happened inside your life, and like the you start to think stuff. You start to think stuff about yourself. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah. Wait, we program ourselves. A lot of that starts happening like as we get older, and we you know what I'm saying, we we getting out in the world a little bit, and like I was saying, like in my segment, like the influences from other people, and that can start to program yourself, because like you can think you doing something, you know what I'm saying, like you can be like you could be like your parents raised you to be like responsible and respectful, you know what I'm saying. You get around your peers, they're gonna call you, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna start talking shit, calling you lame, or you know what I'm saying, swear, or soft ass nigga, whatever, like stuff like that. And then you do different things to like get accepted, to be accepted by peers, because you know what I'm saying, you like you know what I'm saying, you care about like when you're like young, like when you're like a young kid, not like a little kid, but like you're like 10 years old, 10, 11, 12 years old, teenager, whatever, your acceptance from peers is important to you. So you want to do shit, you want to be accepted by them. So you start doing what's the norm to be accepted from them, and you reprogram it to like, you know what I'm saying, not to be considered like a lame, but be cool and everything. And that said, a lot of that, like this outfly, like we program ourselves to like not be ourselves, to be like, and to be, move how other people are moving. And because like if you move different, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying, you get a lot of unwanted attention. You know what I'm saying? Like you get talked about, or you get looked at as weird or whatever. Like whenever you do something different as other people, they human nature is for people to, like, you know, talk shit about it, or to talk negatively on it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, one thing that I've been having to like work on by myself, and like I started to work on it like in the past few years or so, like 5 years or so, is like I had this trait where, I mean, you could see it as like a good trait, I guess, but based on the group that I was with, it was like I kind of saw the stuff that group liked to talk about, and like what like how that group chose to act, and I was always good at just working on myself to like pretend that was me too. So like too good at that skill, to the point where I reached the point where I was like, all right, which one of these Dans is me? Because I have no idea now. So just constantly just having to just think about that and just look and just kind of reassess myself, and just making sure that I'm really just trying to be authentically me.
Yes, at all times. And that's very good. That's a good point. And I would say it's a point that you do realize, like, okay, this is not me. I'm influenced by all these other things, and it's not always peers. It could be we get influenced by music, you know what I'm saying, by media, social media, you know, whatever it is, you know, even family, you know, even your parents. Your parents can influence you in ways, like they could be telling you to get a job, you know, that you don't want to do, or giving you the safe route in life to go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to be aware of what you like. Like for me, for example, when I decided to pursue acting, like go hard all the way in it, originally I had this thinking that I couldn't make it, that it was just a hobby. I could only have it as a hobby. And I remember going to a men's breakfast when I was probably like 18, 19. And I went to a men's breakfast, and they was asking me what I wanted to do in life, and I told them, I said, I know this is. I even started out with the doubt when I was approaching the idea. I said, I know this is a far-fetched idea, but I want to be an actor. And it was one of the guys at the table I'll never forget. And I remember this guy. I saw him a few years after this happened, and I told him the impact this had on me. But he told me, he said never. I don't remember how he said it exactly, but he basically said, you can do it. If you want it, you can do it. And I was like, wow. It was like, and there was like a light bulb that went off on me to say, like, no, I can do this, you know. So just that changing that way of thinking, you know, really, it really changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it became a reality for me, and I started to live that way instead of living outside in, where it was something I was going to always be pursuing. Like the way I live now is that this is what I am, this is what I do, this is what's inside of me. So I'm working this gift instead of, I'm trying, hoping it'll make it, hoping I would. No, like this is what I do, you know. So I'm grateful, and I'm blessed to have that perspective switch, you know, because society tells you that if it's abnormal, if it's upper echelon, if it's, you know, stuff like that is unreachable. But no, you can reach it. You just gotta keep in mind what's gonna take to get it, and go get it, you know.
I'm glad you brought up the discussion. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. It is dope. I'm glad you brought up the question that I was going to bring to the table about where do these conditions come from. You answered it very eloquently, and you related it to your own circumstance, your situation. But one of the things I want to kind of challenge is another kind of sort of on a line, same lines as that, is when it comes to children and diagnosis and things like that, and how the school structure really they they package this ideology that, you know, kids are supposed to be in a box. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be this way. And if you're not that way, you know, you're considered to be different. You know what I mean? So, and what makes me bring that up is I was just thinking about as a kid how, you know, growing up in Detroit and going to Denby, I would always see, you know, if anybody went to Denby or any Detroit public school system, you know, they had like curriculums where they called them special ed or special education. And I don't really know why they called it special education, but you know, a lot of these children, their classes would be like under the steps, or like if you're going up the steps, right? They classroom would be like tucked in the corner, so you really don't see them. And I remember I had a friend who had a classroom up under the steps. And what he would do is he would hang around during bell time, and then as soon as bell time disappeared, you know, as soon as bell time, like the bell rang, everybody dispersed to their class. He would always be the last one to go into his class, and I never knew what classes he had. So it made me think about, man, what's up? And then I happened to get a pass to go to the bathroom one particular day, and I see him in the classroom, which they consider and identify kids as being special. And fast forward, it made me start thinking about how they kind of integrated all those kids all in one classroom. That's what they do today. And it makes me start thinking about how you cannot put the same kid in a box with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Instead of thinking outside the box, so how can I identify this kid? You know, I can work to their special needs. They put them all in one clump, and they pretty much have them like work in the structure of everybody else when everybody thinks differently. Yeah. You know, so I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, even if it's not a lot, just to have the idea of getting the thought process moving about how we go about things, and we get trained in systematic ways. Even with classrooms, you're taught to sit down for 8 hours. You got some time off. You know what I mean? Whether you go into recess or lunch, you get little breaks. Then you go home. That's synonymous to you getting a job. You taking your 15. You taking your 30. Then you going home.
Yeah.
We get taught to be in the matrix.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We program every day in. You know what I mean? We get taught to, in order to move ahead in life, I need to get an education, which include going to college. You know what I'm saying? Most black people I know, they got driven in their brain. You going to college.
Right.
You going to college.
Automatic.
You know what I'm saying? Not taking account for, can I afford this?
Individuality. What you want to do. Not taking account for what you want to do.
What you want to do. And number two, can I afford this?
Yeah.
And will this put me in more debt that I don't have already? You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to touch on the fact that how we program things in our children and how we program it in us. These are my core values. You going to college. If you're not going to college, you're getting out my goddamn house. You going to the army or you going to college?
Right.
This was instilled in me. And I'm like, I don't see that vision, especially with this generation today. They don't work like that because they're not built like that.
It really stems, honestly, it stems from slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. And I'm gonna break it down on why. It's because, you know, let's just take a slave mindset. They only take what they're given. They don't know more than what they can receive. So they don't even have a idea of more because they only know what they have. So if you have a person that's trained to say, here, take what I give you, that's all you can have. And so boom. So what's laid out is a job. You know what I'm saying? A job, pay your bills, die. That's what's given. That's what's laid out. But we need to train our children to chase their dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a fear mentality when let's do the safe route. Get a plan A, B, and C. Like, no, get a plan A and make that happen. Why you can't manifest your plan A? You know what I'm saying? But we all automatically come up with these things. And it's not to say that it's not gonna take hard work, but that's what we miss out. Is like, if you telling a child that they gotta go to college, work hard, tell them to pursue their dreams and work hard and find those steps to make that happen. So we need to push what we want and not push what's given.
I know in the pre-show I talked about how Mitch McConnell, he said he disagrees with the stimulus package being $400 to every week because of the fact that he think people won't go back to the working force, the working class. And I'm like, you're not even working. You sitting talking shit. You're gonna talk about the people not going back. You know what I mean? But it makes you think about how the powers that be, the people that's upper echelon of controlling economics, think about people down here. If I give you this money, you ain't gonna work for me no more. I can't control you no more. I can't keep you plugged into the matrix of thinking what I want you to think. Your job is to go to work, make money, and it may not be the money I make, but you're making me money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the thing. These are the things I think about when you talk about the matrix. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and then there's just one more point too, just on those last two things there too. Just thinking about it from that race frame there too. It's like you can be programmed. Yeah, we talked about it by like the folks that you talk to. You can be programmed by yourself and your life, but you could be programmed by the things you see on TV or online and all of those things too. So like tying it back to race and just seeing like what does a black boy see like when what does he see on a TV show or like what does he see while looking at the news? And it kind of just constantly tells you that you're supposed to be this and this. You're supposed to act this way. You're supposed to be going to jail, right?
Right.
And you got to watch for that programming as well. Yeah,
that's a great point, man.
Great point.
Algorithms, they're deadly too, man. You happen to look at one big booty on Instagram, you get
have to get this in here somehow. You just had to get this into the show somehow.
Another big booty, but that's a whole nother discussion for a whole.
Crashed my computer.
So before we go, I want to ask one question, fellas. How can we change out of this program, and how can we do that?
Hey, go ahead, Malachi.
Reading is a really good way. Because once you get new information, our minds, our brains are like computers. You know what I'm saying? We just need some new information to chew on to think about. And then also the Bible talks about, as a man thinketh, so is he. So you got to change the ways that you think, change the ways you approach things, change your perspective on things, because that opens you up to more options, more opportunities, and newer ways of problem solving. You know what I'm saying? If you approach a problem with, no matter what, I can find a solution, you will find a solution. But if you approach things that is bigger than you, it will be bigger than you and it'll overtake you. So just rewire that brain.
That's so dope. Jake.
Also, like, you should definitely like experience, like try to experience different groups of people, like outside of like your community, like experience different, like travel, try different things, and because I'll tell you this, like I never thought that I'll be like doing 10 years deep doing improv and teaching. I never thought I'd do nothing like this, and the reason I did is because I tried it, and I had a year when I was trying all types of different things, and I so-called try something that that changed my life and made me look at things differently and look at myself differently, and made me think it just made me think that I'm capable of more. You know what I'm saying? So like try different things, meet different people, and like, you know what I'm saying, and like and hear different perspectives, and so just try to experience as much as you can,
Bro, I totally agree with you on that one, because I remember when I started doing improv, a lot of people started shitting on it because they didn't understand it and they didn't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Next thing you know, they was like, "Oh, that's white folk shit you doing." Art,
Yep.
not white folk shit. Like, art is art. You know what I mean? So
Right.
until you start getting people coming to see it, oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. And then they go with the self-doubt. Man, I can never get on that stage and do that, man. And I'm like, well, yes, you can. And that's a whole nother thing itself, man.
That's that program again.
That's programming shit, man.
I can't do that. I can't do
man,
that.
You can't do that.
You make that look so
I was that person.
Like,
I was
just
that.
get on there.
My bad, man. I was just saying,
go
like,
ahead.
I was that person. I was saying, like, I can't do all that corny, weird shit. I can't do that until I fucking just got out of that norm of, like, these people around me are doing the same shit. They doing the same. They just go in the club every weekend, working, and it's the same bullshit. It's like, it's got to be more to life than just this. Like, you got to do
I
more
know
stuff.
that feeling.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, experience, like, if you want to get out your regular scheduled program, you know what I'm saying, change your program. That's what you got to do.
All right, so what we going to do, man, that's what's up, Jake. What we going to do, we going to hit these comments real fast so we can keep it moving. That was an excellent group discussion.
Yeah, good
We're
stuff.
going to bring that back up, man. But Operation Reboot 46, we in here. We're going to go to these comments. Check what we got popping.
All right, Facebook, you know what I'm saying? We got Tori Arnold. What up, bro? Like, he's heavy.
Yeah, very on. Yeah.
What's up?
He's heavy in the comments. Said some real talk here, and I appreciate it. He said the Matrix is real. He said, damn, this is a fresh topic. And he says, ha ha, LOL. He's laughing at something one of us said. But Tori, appreciate you, bruh. Thanks for tuning in. Also, Tom Schultz, always in the building. He said, game time, Tom's in the house.
Tom's in the house. Game time. Let's go.
All right.
Like,
all right.
Game time.
You don't get your own slogans on our show.
The show hasn't started until Tom gets here, really.
Tom's in the house.
And the Planet Ant YouTube. I mean, sorry, and Matt Golf's YouTube page. We got Dr. T. He says big booty ruin your big body ruin your image. Dr. T also said improv be freestyling. And he also says I'm rolling. So I guess he's referring to what Tone said. I'm not sure, but Dr. T, thanks for tuning in. Also, Patty Rooney, she's also with us, says, and then you wrote him before on a damn one-man show. Oh, talking about my shit. Thank you, Patty. I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but yeah, I did that shit. Shout out to Mike McGettigan too. When it done it without that man. Thanks a lot.
What's that program you shamelessly plugging?
Birth of a Whole Ass Nation.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Boom.
Whole Ass Nation, which talks about which touches on some what we talking about today, kind of briefly. So yeah, when things open up, y'all be seeing it again. But and let me hit the wait, that was the Planet Ant chat we was in. Let me hit the our chat real fast. Sorry about this. 1 second.
It's just one.
Oh, Tinker the Stinker in the building. Shout out to Tinker the Stinker.
Oh yeah, Tinker the Stinker.
Yeah, that's my little baby. Shout out to her. She in the building.
Wait a second. All right, so I fucked up again. Wait, damn. Where the fuck?
That was a long one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me call you back. Okay. How you doing, fellas?
Hey, what's
How
up?
are you in this fine evening?
Hey, Dr. Mask. How's it going?
Dan, how you doing, brother?
Not so good, Dr. Mask. I'm really not inside the mood today. Not inside the mood at all. My laptop's been bad. It's been a whole thing.
I see. Well, seeing as you're not in the mood, let's get straight to it.
What?
So,
Okay.
as you all know, things are booming, absolutely booming. We're changing lives here. And speaking of Reboot, which is the what's in line with today's episode, I have been rebooting Karens all over the United States, and we have plans to go global next year, maybe sometime later this year. We'll see. Stay tuned. Anyways, we're transforming these Karens. We're rebooting the way they think. You know what I'm saying? So, just to let you know, we still have NYB available, $1.99 a bottle, one-time payment. We can set that up in a payment plan if you need. But we can if you need.
$1.99.
$1.99. You know, it's about the effect. It's not about the product. It's about the effect. You know, so when a Karen needs this work, you know, I have to deliver, and as long as they deliver on their end.
So you've had good reviews of your serum here, Dr. Mass?
Yes, I have. I'm actually I don't know the exact probability of exchange rate, but we're doing good. I haven't had any bad reviews at all, so very proud to say that.
Yeah, well, I found a few. Now I don't have my exact computer up, so I don't have the files to show you right now. But I did contact a few of the Karens that you said you healed inside your last trial there. And
why would you do that?
I want to know if it worked. We promote this all the time on this show, so I at least want to know if it works or not. And I thought that would be a good thing.
So let me get this straight. You contacted a few customers of mine. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Very
I contacted a few just to see how well it worked, and they told me that it was dog shit.
You hear this, Jake?
Wow, man.
You hear this, Jake?
Yeah, I hear this bullshit, bro. Damn.
And they said it was dog shit, and they're looking for a refund.
Wow, a refund. So, you know, excuse me.
Give them their money back, Dr. Mask.
I'm just a little baffled as to why they would, you know, let you know this information without letting me, Dr. Mask, PhD.
They said they contacted you. They said they contacted you. They said they called to the line that you gave them, and it was off. You turned off the line. They called you a scammer.
You called me a scammer. Wow.
They called you a scammer, Dr. Mask.
I mean, who's really the scammer here? I mean, you're contacting my contact list and my customers. I don't really get it here.
I'm a journalist, all right. I was just doing a report on your product. That was it. So just give them their money back, Dr. Mask. That's it. That's all I'm asking.
Give them their money back. Dan, let me explain something to you. I'm going to say this in the nicest way I can. I'm gonna need you to mind your business. How about that?
Whoa!
It seems to me.
Don't laugh at this tone.
It seems to me that you are meddling in my business, and I might have studied something like this. And I might just have a product for you.
Don't you say it.
If the shoe fits.
Wow.
He's not going to call me a Karen on my show.
Your show. I thought this was our show. Wow.
You know what I mean. It's not his show. The point is, it's not his show, and he's not going to call me a Karen on Mask Off.
I didn't think he was calling you a Karen, but I thought he was calling you a Keith, though.
I wish you get this. I wish you get this type of energy to people like Conspiracy Brothers sometimes, man. Like I really wish you would, man. Like, come on.
He speaks facts. What are you talking about, Jake?
I just don't understand, Jake. You be so calm through this bullshit. I can't seem to be calm because I'm tired of the stuff Dan do, bro. That's a whole nother subject matter, bro. I can't sit calm knowing that he was destroying a brother who's trying to do something for the people.
He's called trying to investigate what he was doing. But okay, whatever.
Guys, I just want to let you know I love you both. Please, I want an argument start between you two, like it just transpired with Dan and Dr. Mass. Is all I'm saying. Like
he just wrong, but we'll keep it moving. We'll keep it moving.
Okay.
We'll keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
You low key are wrong. You low key are wrong, Dan. But yeah,
Jake, really?
yeah.
Ever since he started growing his hair out, his views been changing about Dr. Mass. Don't say that out loud. Ever since he started looking
leave that behind the scenes, Matone. Leave that behind the scenes.
Ever since he started looking like
don't let our business out
Warner.
like that. All right, we're not going to be calling him Malcolm Jamal Warner.
What the problem is?
We're gonna keep this thing moving, man. We're going to these quick hits, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep it moving, man. Let's talk about these execs, these Nike execs, man. They're resigning after Sun reselling the business. What's popping with this, Jake?
Yeah, so Nike exec Ann Hebert, she stepped down from her position as vice president, and she had some other roles in the company, but she stepped down on Monday because it was revealed that her son Joe Hebert was using her like corporate card, I believe, to buy shoes to help to buy shoes to resell for his reselling business. And Joe has denied that, you know, he used like his inside resources through his mother to, you know, for his reselling company. But we all know that's very suspect. Whether or not that's whether or not that's true or not, I think this shit is whack. I hate resellers. I can't stand them. It's like, and you know, from time to time, you know, you gotta as a sneakerhead myself, there's been times when I sell shoes, but you know what I'm saying, I don't try to like break a dude pockets when I do it. You know what I'm saying? If I get something a little more, like if it's worth something, I'll try to get a little more, but like don't try to break their pockets, you know what I'm saying? And I don't try to like buy a shitload of sizes and make it hard for everybody to try to get the shoe. Like the whole resale market is like just the whole sneaker culture is fucked up. And to me, it's guys like this Joe kid who's like fucking it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just hype beasts. I can't stand it. Hype beasts and resellers. I can't.
We living in a capitalistic environment though. Why fuck up a man trying to get money and where the shoe fits? You know what I'm saying? No. He see a brand, you know what I mean? The brand is reselling, and he's trying to get in where he fit in.
I see what you did there, OG.
Yeah, man. Whatever. Yeah, you're right. We do live in a capitalistic society, and he's capitalizing on a culture that I feel that he's infiltrating. He don't know the sneaker. He don't respect the sneaker culture like me. This sneaker culture is my shit. I grew up on this shit. It's our shit. We made the shit hot, and we can't even get these motherfucking sneakers because people like these culture infiltrators be like fucking it up, and they do.
You can have that same conversation when it comes to basketball, hip hop, clothing, fashion, everything. You can say that about every sense of piece of culture. Black people had their hands in jazz. You know what I'm saying? Kenny G makes smooth jazz. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that fuck Van Wert. I ain't hearing him see him. I'm saying it. But anyway, we're gonna move to the next one. This Dr. Seuss thing. What's popping with Dr. Seuss in the news today, Dan?
Yeah, so Seuss and Co. chose to ban a few of their books. So not ban, but they chose not to print a few of their books because of the stuff that it portrays is kind of fucked up. From their words, not mine. So of course, a few of the GOP thought that was an attack on free speech, and Fox News was really upset about this. To me, it's not that big of a deal. I am concerned that they did not ban the one Dr. Seuss book, but that I think they should have banned. And it goes like this. It goes, slob on my knob, that corn on the cob, check in with me, and do your job. They needed to ban that Dr. Seuss book. I have no idea why I read that in the 4th grade. I have no idea.
I just want to give a shout out to Juicy J. Juicy J and 3-6
one there.
Mafia for making that a fantastic song that everyone can get behind. You know what I'm saying? If you don't
The kids, the adults, the grandpas.
I'm gonna say adults and granddaddies and grandmas, get behind that. And the last one we're gonna talk about tonight is the NBA All-Star Game selection. Young Malachi, what it do?
Yep, Team LeBron all day. Team LeBron all day long. You feel me? Team LeBron.
All right, yo, you can at least try to explain it. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. So they a couple years ago with the NBA All-Star Weekend. So a couple years ago, I think last year they switched up the format. No, this is the third year. So it's been 3 years now. That they switched up the format that it's like a draft style. So they have all these All-Star players and then 2 team captains, which this year is KD and LeBron. They pick from these players, and this year, like I said, LeBron and KD. And one little thing to kind of point out here is the Utah Jazz. They're the number 1 team in the league right now, but their 2 All-Stars, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, they were picked very last on this squad here, and they
Why wanted that COVID, bro?
Yeah, that is where COVID started. Was with Rudy Gobert in the NBA. So, but the TNT guys were making fun at the fact that Utah got the number 1 record, but their players got picked last in the All-Star game. And LeBron said it's like growing up when you play NBA games, you don't pick the Utah Jazz. You ain't trying to be Karl Malone, John Stockton. You ain't never pick Utah when you play the game. And I was like, that's a good point. Nobody who intentionally picks the Utah Jazz to play.
I think only people that lived in that state would pick probably them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So shout out to the Utah Jazz. They're the number 1 seeded team right now. They still about to lose in some type of round of the playoffs to somebody. So it is what it is.
You know, with the 90s, man, Utah had a squad though, low key.
Yeah.
And they never got they never get a ring though. They didn't get a ring in that 90s era.
No, Shannon Anderson, who else? Other than Karl Malone and Stockton, they had
Hornacek.
Hornacek, you know what I'm saying? They had a good team.
Brian Russell.
Brian
Yeah.
Brian Russell was the man. Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, All-Star weekend is this weekend. All-Star game starts the 7th at 8:00.
Where are the festivities located this year?
ATL.
Shout out to Atlanta. What you say, man?
They ain't tripping on that COVID, so you can slide down there right now.
Oh yeah, they lifted that thing, right?
Yeah, get in on the fun down there.
Everybody got a vaccine popping, I guess.
You
get a vaccine.
They don't have it popping down there. That's the problem. But let's
with me. Yeah, but we're gonna keep it moving, man. Let's get these comments bossing off before we roll. What's in the comment section?
Yeah, we got Planet Ant up. Let's see here. We got a lot. I think y'all said most of these.
Here we go. Let me get it ready.
Oh, yeah. I don't see nothing new. Tori Arnold in the building. Oh, did y'all see this one? The first 7 days of a rat's life dictate how it responds to anxiety based on how many times its mama licked it.
Oh, wow.
We deny it. I'll take that down. We deny it.
Yeah, that wasn't bullshit. But that was some bullshit that Jake didn't say it though.
Yeah, it is what it is. That's what we got right now. So yeah, shout out to everybody rocking with us. Shout out to y'all. You know,
we don't need to say every single comment. Damn, but
that was an interesting one though.
Yeah,
but I shot it. But I shot out.
We got some more.
I'll be on the bullshit getting Jake worked up.
We got Dr. T in the building. New commenter. Hey.
What's up, Dr. T?
Dr. T, I don't know who this is, but what's the deal? He said, laughing my ass off, Karen alert. So yeah, I guess you never seen.
Oh yeah, he's new.
Super new, brand new. That's what's up. He said improv be freestyling. NE big booty ruin your image. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Also, I want to just say to Dr. T, all our past episodes are on our YouTube page. So you're welcome to go to Mask Off Podcast and check up all our segments and all our past episodes, so you can get caught up on who you saw tonight as far as Dr. Mask.
Hey, then we got DJ Touch. She said, "What the hell? Mask off, tone, changing clothes on set." Shout out to DJ Touch. Always.
It's been that type of day. It's been that type of day.
What is going on?
What's going on today?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's what we got right now.
I blame myself.
I really love all our Mask Off friends, our fans. I love y'all. Thanks for rocking with us.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. We gonna shoot it back to you so we can get the gem of the week popping.
Yeah, the gem of the week is actually The Matrix. 1999 is when it came out, early 2000. So yeah, check that movie out. It's a dope movie. It's a real dope movie. Fun fact about this movie: Will Smith was actually supposed to play in it, but he thought it was weird. He thought it was a weird concept at first. The Wazowski, I don't know how to pronounce their name, but the Wazowski brothers, they directed it, and they approached him with the idea originally, but he turned it down. He thought it was weird, and he ended up doing Wild Wild West. So
one of the dumbest moves of his career. Like,
yeah, he even said
it was.
It
was funny as hell how he said it too. Like in the video when he said it, he was like I thought it was weird, so I chose to do Wild Wild West.
which was still a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Oh god.
With him and Cisco singing. That was fresh off the Thorn song too, right?
That Thorn song was in Wild Wild West?
No, I'm saying that was fresh off him singing the Thorn song. I'm talking about Cisco. Because Cisco's song, the Wild Wild West song.
I think that was after Wild Wild West. But whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, but I want to say, man, to kind of expound on the movie, man. That movie.
Thank you, Tom.
I really didn't understand much about it at first, but the more when I got older, I started thinking about, wow, like, could I be plugged into something like an alternate reality? You know what I'm saying? Then I started thinking about, damn, their reality really suck. I see why they want to go into something that looks worthwhile. You know what I mean? Then they had all them goddamn doors and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and it was like in some kind of space, and they in this big ass ship. And, you know, it was just weird. But what I did love about it was the cinematography and the effects. The effects that they had in it. It really changed the game. And you start seeing movies that came out with. I'm gonna tell you one, if y'all remember Wanted, where it was Angelina Jolie, and they was doing like the Matrix with the guns and stuff.
Yeah, that joke was so sweet.
You know what I mean? So
that's a dope movie. That's one of my favorite movies, Wanted.
Yeah, that's my type of movie right there.
Yeah, they had Inception and
yeah, I gotta rewatch that. That junk was
all these movies kind of triggered from the cinematography that was with the Matrix.
Yeah, it is a landmark. It is not like Matrix and like the first Star Wars are like the two big like sci-fi films that like completely changed the game. And
it's like
thank you, Tom, for talking about the film and the plot. Seeing that Malachi has not watched The Matrix.
What?
Yeah, and it had an all-star cast. You know, a lot of people forget it had Lawrence Fishburne in it. You know, the red pill and the blue pill. You know what I mean? Oh, you're not familiar with that, Malachi? Oh, well, it's the gem of the week. Anyway.
No, we talking about something else. You talking about I haven't seen the movie. I said.
Okay, I don't know what the pause for. It's time to go. And on that note, I just want to say, man, you got something to say, Jake?
Yeah, I did want to say I wanted to send my condolences to the Jason Tamalia and his family. Tori Tamalia, his wife, passed away last week after about an 8-year long battle with cancer. And if y'all know Jason and Tori, they opened Pointless Brewery and Theater in Ann Arbor, which was just another place for people such as us and other people, to perform improv. And I just think it was like my favorite place, one of my favorite places to perform. And they actually, like, on their first date, they talked about opening a theater, and they wound up doing it. And yeah, I think it was dope. And I was in class with Jason. I was in a troupe with him. He's a good dude, consider him a friend. And Tori was great, and she was also always just like positive and motivated while like battling cancer. And it just it was like kind of it hit me kind of like, damn, when I got the news. So I just want to say like condolence, RIP Tori and Jason. Love you. God bless your kids, Xander, Autumn, and Michaela, and hope to see you soon on the stage. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that resonates with all of us, man. Like, and I still say, you just don't acknowledge cancer in October. You acknowledge it all throughout the year. And with this vaccine and shit popping off, I got my third eye always open. And it makes me conclude to the fact that if you pushing to do that, how about you push and get rid of this fucking cancer shit? Because there's too many people dying from it. And it's unfortunate, that we're losing so many beautiful people because, cancer. Well, anything, but mainly cancer is fucking us all up. You know what I mean? So I think it needs to be some real work. Not saying nobody doing work, but you can fucking get a vaccine out this fast. You know what I'm saying? You can fucking produce something other than some chemo for some cancer. And that's just me talking. Anybody else before we roll up out of here, man?
Yeah. Today's my grandmother's birthday on my pop's side. So happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday.
She didn't answer when I called, but happy birthday.
Petty.
That's crazy too. Like you witnessing right there.
Why she didn't answer the phone?
No, you witnessing reborn and rebirth right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Repass and rebirth right there. It's reboot time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dan, you got something to say?
I don't, y'all. I don't. It's been a wild show, man.
You ain't ready to close out, are you? I said, you ain't ready to close out, are you?
I want to give a shout out to Dan. Through the technical difficulties, he was able to keep it going. But this is Big Tone, man, and I wish everybody a beautiful week, man. Stay prayed up, prosper, do the things you need to do, and take care of yourself, take care of your family. Operation Reboot, episode 46. This is Mask Off Big Tone, Mask Off Dan, Mask Off Malachi, Mask Off Jake. And we out this piece, man. We love y'all. Keep rocking with us. Make it do what it do. We out.